Do you know, I was hoping to come in and find that the Meghan TV show had gone down really well. I thought, let's disprove all the doubters. It's gone down really badly, as it happens. This is The Guardian here. I'll show you. Tone-deaf lifestyle show is toe-curlingly unlovable. And they would be, I would think, pleasantly disposed towards Meghan Markle in the main. I can show you some of the other reviews on the plasma screen here. This is BBC, not all bad. The whole breezy commercial charm of the show is a world away from the royals. This feels like looking forwards to a new future without any more haggling over the past. It's a bit of fence sitting there. It's called With Love, Meghan. The Guardian. With Love, Meghan is the sort of ghoulish lifestyle filler that, had it been made by the BBC, would be used to bulk out episodes of Saturday Kitchen. Ouch. Irish Times, lustreless and bland. It doesn't even rise to the status of a hate watch. You don't even watch it because you hate it. But Harper's Bazaar, Meghan really does strike a fine balance of giving audiences what they want to see while still servicing the viewer. They obviously want an interview. And The Telegraph, she invites people to her pretend house. They tell her how amazing she is, and that happens for 8 episodes. Well, we've chosen some of the good ones in there. But, Carol, it's not gone well.
I made myself watch it last night in bed, and my husband, went berserk and turned his laptop on as soon as that came on. And I was hoping it would be OK because, she's a very beautiful woman and all. Anyway.
Intelligent.
But... you see, I'm not so sure. You see, what I kept on thinking when I was watching it was, this is the woman who wanted to save the world. This was the feminist who wanted to go around and make life incredible for women in various foreign countries. And here she is playing housewife, which was one thing. But however, it was insulting. This is
the children's TV.
Now that lady, right, she's called Mindy or Cindy or something. Anyway, she happened to call her Meghan Markle a couple of times in the thing. Well, the telling off she got, let me tell you, was unbelievable. Meghan kept on saying, and it was she said it in a very menacing way, very quiet, menacing way. And she just said, I'm a Sussex now. You have to, she said, you have my kids and we share that little family name.
All right, let me just show this. I won't bore you with all the different newspapers, but someone's very kindly sort of photocopied these and stapled them. Meg's Only Flans. That's quite funny, actually, by the Sun. Sun doesn't like it very much. Entry-level hosting for people who need a recipe for ice cubes.
That's Jan Moore.
The stealth wealth wardrobe. That's funny. Jan Moore is a tough... When you get on the wrong side of Jan, take cover. It all seems like a bowl of consomme, strained and thin. Does she even enjoy it herself? That's still Jan Moore. Sorry, just going through. I'm quite enjoying the staple work here. Somebody's done. It's hard to know how parents have coped so long without her gratuitously hypocritical and condescending advice. That's The Mirror. The Mirror, again, on the left would normally... She seems to have misstepped here, Phil, do you think?
Well, I would just say we don't have to watch it and we are not paying for it either through a licence fee or anything else. If people want to watch it, and we're getting good copy out of this now, we're having a good laugh, fair enough. There are plenty of royals who, You may remember I'm not a big royalist myself. There's plenty of royals who don't do much work and get lots of public money for doing that. They don't get any public money anymore. They finance their life. If Netflix want to pay them millions of dollars to do this, fair enough. We don't have to watch it.
You know what I took from this in the end? She's a very boring woman. She has no sense of humour. She can't react quickly to things. She talks in this kind of very slow, patronising way. There was one guy on there who was supposed to be a friend of hers, who was a makeup artist, and it was so uncomfortable, the interaction between the two of them. If this has been her friend for 15 years, God Almighty.
Well, my thought always is, if she is doing this for the cameras, or does she do this every day?
No, she doesn't do it every
day. My slight worry is that if it's not her house, she can't be doing it every day. She would be arrested if she just went in.
It's a studio, isn't it? Or a mock-up of her house.
No, somebody else's house, and she said so in the first episode. But, if she's trying to be like Martha Stewart, do it in your own house. Be like Martha Stewart. So she's making up all this thing for her friend Daniel to come and stay in a fake house. And then Daniel comes, and bless him, they looked so uncomfortable together. She was, and he was like, you know what the whole thing's about? Her friends tell her how marvellous and wonderful she is, and she agrees.
OK.
All the way through.
Well, I'm now wanting to watch it. On Saturday, Channel 5 will have a documentary diving into Harry and Meghan's time in America. It's called Harry and Meghan's American Nightmare. There is a question mark at it. Airs at 9:15 p.m. Do watch.
Hey, Royal Sussex Squad. Welcome back to the channel. If you're here, you already know the truth. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle continue to live their lives with grace and dignity, despite the relentless negativity thrown their way. But guess what? The haters are at it again. The British press, certain royal commentators, and their usual band of naysayers are desperately trying to tear Meghan down once more. And for what? Having a successful show, being happy, living her life. Let's break down this latest ridiculous smear campaign and expose the hypocrisy. So Meghan's new show is out, and instead of focusing on what it actually represents, elegance, warmth, and a celebration of everyday joys, the British tabloids are out in full force with their tired, predictable attacks. The critics? Oh, they can't stand to see Meghan thrive. They're calling it boring and bland. Yet these same outlets praise mundane, uninspiring royal engagements by certain others. The double standard is painfully obvious. But let's be real. The issue isn't the show. The issue is Meghan. The press has decided that no matter what she does, they will hate it. If she stays quiet, she's irrelevant. If she speaks up, she's attention-seeking. If she works, she's desperate. If she doesn't, she's lazy. Make it make sense. The truth is, these attacks are not about content. They're about control. The royal establishment and their media puppets can't handle the fact that Harry and Meghan have broken free from their grip. They are successful, independent, and unapologetically living life on their own terms, and that threatens the status quo. Let's also not forget the blatant racism that's always lurking beneath these criticisms. Meghan, a biracial woman, is held to a completely different standard than certain royal family members who have done far worse and faced little to no backlash. Where was this outrage when others were caught in actual scandals? Yet Meghan making a cup of tea in her own show somehow warrants international headlines. It's absurd. But here's the good news, Sussex Squad. Meghan and Harry aren't just surviving, they're thriving. They continue to build their own empire, support meaningful causes, and raise their beautiful family away from the toxicity of the British press. No amount of smear campaigns will change that. We see the game, and we're not falling for it. While the haters stay bitter, Meghan stays booked and busy. While the tabloids invent fake outrage, Harry continues to champion causes that actually matter. And while some people cling to outdated traditions, the Sussexes are shaping the future. So let's send a message loud and clear. We support Meghan and Harry, and no amount of tabloid nonsense will change that. If you agree, hit that like button, drop a comment, and let's drown out the negativity with positivity. And hey, if you want to support the channel, don't forget to subscribe and show love with super thanks. Until next time, stay strong, stay positive, and keep supporting the Sussexes.